Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to Max Manos. Max Manos is an incremental game where you play as a powerful hand, and the aim of the game is to basically eliminate shapes. Let's have a look, see what we are going into here. So, Max Manual. Click anywhere to start. Welcome to Max Manos. In this game, you control Max Manos, a hand on a request to destroy shapes, earn shards, upgrade abilities, and destroy even more shapes. To damage shapes, move Max Manos close to them. Any shape colliding with or inside the circle surrounding Max Manos will take damage. Okay, so basically it is, you don't need to click anything, it does kind of automatically destroy the shapes, and it looks like the little orange triangles are going to be currency. Oh, what happened there? And yes, it does look like the shapes do have an expiry, so we do have to kind of collect them pretty quick. Okay, so for the first run, we destroyed 20 shapes. We collected 320 cents, I think that is. Just a regular multiplier. Shards earned, total shards. Okay, let's have a look at the shop. So general upgrades. So this one here, square, adds one additional square to the shape to the game. It shoots two projectiles orthogonally upon destruction. So I think that was when those arrows kind of shot. I think it's just kind of a chance. It looks like we've already got 4 levels of that. So let's kind of add another one there, see what happens. Triangle. Adds one additional triangle shape to the game. It shoots 2 projectiles diagonally upon destruction. Let's get that one again. Oh, didn't notice this one. We kind of don't have enough there. Adds 1 extra second to the total time. So I think we kind of focus on a little bit of time just so we have. And then what else do we have here? Attraction expands the range of which shards are automatically drawn to Max Manos. So okay, so we need like what, 450 to get both of them. Let's have a look at this shapes. So this looks like this has been unlocked because we have managed to get like enough levels on the squares and triangles. Regeneration reduces the respawn time of square and triangle shapes by 10%. Okay, cool. All right, let's just have a little look into the next one. What do we have here? When shapes are destroyed, they drop shards, the game's currency, which is pretty much what we said in the last round. Move Max Manos close to the shards to collect them before they disappear. Use your shards to purchase upgrades on the shops. Pretty much what we just did. So let's have a look here. See what we can get this round. If we can get a little bit more. Looks like there is a kind of progress bar on the left hand side that's kind of filling up as we kind of destroy shapes. Okay. I don't think we're going to have enough now, but yeah, that seems to be getting when we kind of destroy those shapes. So let's have a look here. Now we have made a little bit more money. Did destroy a few more shapes. We have 430 to spend. So let's add a little time. Maybe, 2 seconds. Yeah, let's add another one there and see how we go. Now, okay, destroyed shapes may shoot projectiles that can hit and destroy other shapes. This can trigger chain reactions where shapes destroy each other. Okay, cool. So yeah, so pretty much what we kind of thought. You can see there, just destroys. Oof, just trying to get them all. Just make sure. Oh, we got all of them there. Yeah, so these chain reactions, looks like these are going to be kind of our main way of clearing. And I think if we can get like kind of pickup range or something like that, which I'm sure, given that these games are like that. Oh, what was that? Oh, so what happened there? Level up. Okay, so yeah, so this bar, we made enough in order to level up. What does that do? We got 31 shapes destroyed that time. I mean, having those extra seconds has made a big difference. We've kind of gained about maybe, I think we were 300 or so. So we gained about like 30% kind of increase there at 480. Okay, so let's have a look. What else? Pentagons. Add 1 additional pentagon shape to the game. It shoots several projectiles that move either upwards or downwards upon destruction. That's 300. So, yep, let's just get that. Can we do anything with shapes here? Okay, let's get a little bit more into that. So it looks like, as we unlock shapes, there must be a few more that we can do, and then we can have a kind of progression once we kind of click on those. Burst. Increase the chance for square and triangle shapes to shoot projectile. Okay, so this will be pretty cool. That goes, what, 4% each time? So that'll be an extra 20% chance to do that. Okay, cool. Let's have another one. Okay, so this is about the level up. Destroy enough shapes in a single round to fill the progress bar, and Max Manos will level up. Leveling up increases the shard multiplier, allowing you to earn more shards. However, shapes will also gain more HP, making them harder to destroy. Okay, so as we level up, it's pretty much like a bit of a prestige system. So there must be like a damage increase for Max Manos here, kind of in that skill tree. So let's kind of check it out. Yeah, these take a lot. But I mean, those projectiles do a lot of damage though. While it takes quite a lot, I mean, what sort of damage? It takes about 5 or 6 clicks, but like if we get one of those triggers, it like one-shots, which is cool. Ooh, can we get these? Yeah, I think we already need some more damage. So because of the multiplier, I think we collected the same amount of shards, but the multiplier kind of made that difference. So let's have a look to see what we can do here. What's this? Oh, okay, so here we go. 500, that's pretty expensive. I mean, these are all getting, I mean, not so much the squares, but these are getting pretty expensive. We only have 500 to spend. Okay, let's just try this, see what happens to increase the damage. Ooh, here we go. Max radius. That would be a good one to get. Okay. The top left corner of the screen displays key information, remaining time in the round, shards gathered in the current round, and Max Manos' current level. Okay, so yeah, so the little star is currently on level 1. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, I mean, already, the damage is a noticeable difference. So we're actually getting a lot more pops here, just trying to get, and I like how they are just bouncing around, right? So I think do they keep on bouncing or do they eventually leave? I think they might leave. It might be like a kind of maximum amount on the screen. Okay, new records, more shapes done. 610 though. What can we do with that? Okay, I think more time really. And then do we just go for more shapes? Yeah. Let's go again. All right. Shapes have a slim chance to respawn as shadow shapes. These shapes can only be destroyed by Max Manos' direct attacks and are rare and are immune to projectiles fired in other shapes. Okay, so I wonder if those rare ones just mean we get like kind of more resources maybe? Or more like shards? Just have to keep an eye out and have a look for them just to see. Because it won't be able to kind of be destroyed by the projectiles, so we'll just have to really try and kind of keep an eye out. See what's happening. Now already, that additional time has made a massive difference. So I do think, 600 for that. They were both 600. More time or more shapes? That's the big question. I think more time is going to be. Let's kind of max out the time. Oh, I thought it kind of just started there. Okay, so it looks like we've gone through all the kind of the prompts, and then we can kind of crack on with just trying to pop these. I think more damage and more time is kind of what we focus on for now. Let's see if we can kind of one-shot things, and then we can maybe go into the shapes tree just to see if we can get some more triggers of these projectiles that I kind of sent. Now this one's not as good as the last round. We do get, I think that's just total shards that we have, but we didn't really do a great one. Can we afford anything with that? We can afford more damage. And it's what, 350? So 4% for how much? I think, yeah, let's just focus on... Yeah, let's get one more on power. And let's go again. Well, that's a good start. Didn't pick up that, even though I was in range. Weird. Okay, let's just make sure we're collecting all of these. Power isn't as big of a difference as the first time, but it is noticeable, but I think the first level up was a lot more. We're kind of popping quite a bit here. Can we level up? I think we might be able to level up. Yes. Okay, so we're now level 2. So we just wrote 47 shapes there. More shards plus the multiplier. So we almost have 1,000 gold there. So let's have a look what we can do with the shop. I think attack radius would be good. I wonder how much, like, you can't really see. Let's just give it a try. It's very, very small. Very small. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that level bar is really slow to kind of level up now. It's taken so much more to kind of pop these. So yeah, not very great there. We don't even have enough to kind of max out this, because this, I think these arrows kind of just expand into another one if we've leveled it enough. So, do we go for the more projectiles? Or do we find out what's next? Oh, hexagons. Okay, so adds 1 additional hexagon shape to the game. It shoots 2 piercing projectiles upon its destruction. Alright, we've got a little bit of money left over. Maybe... let's have a look. I think, yeah, let's just get 1 more level in each just to get more. Let's see if, like, kind of adding more shapes kind of makes a difference. See if we can get a little bit more, because this level is a little bit tougher than what it was previously. It's like already jumping up quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, we're not getting nearly enough shapes, I don't think. But we are getting a few. We're about similar. I think we need to... What do we need to do? I think maybe more time. Just shy of that. And this is probably going to need 2 levels like it did there before it goes on to the next one. Damage might be good. And we did miss a few, so maybe we go up a couple levels in the pickup range as well. Just because, yeah, shards are going to be, yeah, it's a little bit easier, because I was missing quite a few. Oh, there's that kind of shadow shape, so let's keep an eye on that. Wow, that just destroyed everything, so that's, okay. So that's way better. Just gonna collect all of these. So yeah, so we really need to kind of keep an eye out for those kind of shadow shapes, because that just like destroyed everything there. And we got a new record, so we have 1,000 shards for the first time. Right, do we go for more radius? So difficult to kind of think. Let's max out this, see what happens. Okay, so 2%. 1,000 for 2% extra time. How much time do we start off? We start with 25 seconds, so that's very little time. Probably not worth it for now until we kind of level up a little bit more. So let's just kind of stick with this on the kind of the time, and then we'll look at I don't know, maybe get more shapes. More shapes, the more kind of combos we get, the more kind of shapes we break. They do kind of, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long. I mean, that's the first time we got 50, so that's cool. 58. Wow, okay, so yeah, so things are increasing. So let's have a look. Do you want to, I think we max out the shapes. Let's focus on shapes or more attack radius. I think more shapes for now. See if we can get these kind of all maxed out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this for a few runs, and I'll get all of these maxed out on these 4 shapes, and then we will be back.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, so I've kind of went through a little few runs now. Now, things are getting very expensive for kind of doing it this way with the maxing out of these. Now, I just got this, what the Pentagon kind of updated to level 10. That took a lot. Already you can see we're at level 5 here on the hexagon. It takes 3,000 coins to kind of level that up next. Also, like kind of we've just unlocked the circle, which we haven't got enough kind of currency right now to kind of add that to the mix, but we are kind of starting to really ramp up in how much it's going to cost. So I think what we need to do is, one thing that I have noticed is sometimes I've been popping quite a lot more simply by like kind of the chance of these projectiles kind of shooting everywhere. So I think like kind of given that these are relatively cheap, we should probably kind of work on kind of getting these two leveled up a bit. This is unlocked as well. Impact. Boosts the strength of projectiles fired by square and triangle shapes. Might as well just add one level of that when we get into it. And we have another thing unlocked here. Bonus. Increases the chance for shapes to drop an extra shard by 2.5%. So I think we get this. We kind of work on like kind of, I did level up these a little bit. Just to kind of make it a little bit easier to kind of get some resources. But you can see now, like with these extra shapes and that kind of extra kind of like range that we're doing it, that we are kind of getting a lot of shapes here. So basically, I'm just going to continue with this. One thing that I didn't know, like I did kind of notice, was that the numbers on the screen is how many shapes you've popped. I actually thought that was damage for a little bit, but you can see here we're getting kind of over 100, you know, with a few seconds to spare. 115 there. It hasn't been my max. I think 130 was kind of my max. So let's go into the shop. Let's see what we can do with the shapes here. I think maybe just let's have a look. Let's get this up. Let's get these a couple of levels. Maybe one more on that. Or do we go with this? No, I think we just go for the higher chance. The higher chance seems to be working. Then I think, sorry, I should have got that one first. So let's give it another run. Let's see how far we can get. Because yeah, you can see here, like kind of with the projectiles, it's just, it gets so much more popping of the shapes. I think based on this level, I think maybe we need like, what, 150 or so? We got pretty close when kind of I was kind of just grinding a few more kind of coins, but like kind of like you can see, this just absolutely demolishes everything. There's many of those kind of shadow shapes as we can get. So 135 there. Oh, we actually managed to get a level up there. Okay, great. So you see, I mean, already just kind of putting in a few of these kind of extra chance to kind of break that. We're already kind of getting further in there. So I think maybe let's buy a circle. Ooh, what's this one? Sack. Adds one additional shape to the game. This shape does not shoot a projectile upon its destruction, but drops more shards than regular shapes. Oh, that'll be cool. Definitely. Yeah, we need more shards, so that'll be a good one. So we'll have to look out for what that one is, as well as the circles. Explosion. Triggers explosions every 7 seconds, damaging shapes and dropping shards. That's pretty expensive, but let's see if we can put a level into that. I would like to kind of keep kind of putting in the bonus until it gets a bit too expensive. I mean, one level and it's always 1,500, so let's give it another go. This is the sack. So, okay, so the sack drops like maybe 1 or 2 extra shards. Okay. So let's just work through here. Like I say, the projectiles are going to be kind of the way forward. So as long as we can get like as many kind of chance to kind of produce projectiles, you can see there, those arrows are just kind of working their way through. I love the triangle and squares. They just kind of wipe out the whole entire thing. Couldn't quite get them that time. Let's go into the shop. Say maybe 1 level in that. And then we go back to here. Reduce the spawn time. That costs quite a lot. Which one do we want to get? Let's maybe just increase that a little bit. Let's kind of see if this kind of unlocks anything. Increase the chance for projectiles fired by square and triangle shapes to drop a shard. Fired by square and triangle shapes. What, increase it? Okay, so the projectiles drop a shard as well with a 20% chance, which maxed out, it means it'll be dropping 100% of the time. Okay, cool. That'll be good. Okay, on to the next round. Let's see what we can get here. We are at level 4, so you can see these are starting to take a little bit of time to kind of pop manually, but we are kind of seeing that the projectiles are still pretty much one shot and everything. So let's just kind of keep on working through. Oh, there's a Shadow shape there. Yeah, that one's not too good compared to the squares and triangles. Let's go another run. See what we can get this round, and then we'll have a bit more kind of points to, well, coins to get through there. Let's just make sure, yeah. As soon as the projectiles hit, you get so much more. It's such a useful when it triggers. See here, when the square one just wipes everything out. Oh, it's a bad pop there, kind of location-wise, but if we can get it in the kind of middle of the screen, then it kind of pops a lot. And we're pretty consistently getting kind of 100 there. So let's have a look at the shop, see what we can do. 2,000 is pretty expensive. Let's try the TNT. Oh, what does that unlock? Lightning. Triggers lightning strikes every 7 seconds, damaging shapes. So it's much the same as TNT. I wonder if we should get a bigger radius, and then let's try a little time. Oh, okay, so that unlocks straight away. 2 extra seconds. Okay, so we can focus on this now just to get kind of more time to pop shapes. Okay, let's do that. Give this round a go. See what else we can get. See if we can kind of break the record, which is what, 135 shapes. See if we can break more than that. For this round, become pretty relevant once we kind of get enough to, I think it was what, we need 2,000 to level up there. And we're already into, oh, how many did we get there? 133. So we actually got more shards there. So let's go to the shop and kind of unlock the extra seconds. That's going to get pretty expensive, but you know, that's kind of just under a 10% increase. We now have, I think it was 28 seconds there. That's weird because I thought we had 25 before. Interesting. But yeah, always a little bit of time just means extra kind of shapes being popped, and maybe we get to the next prestige, which higher multiplier, just kind of like increasing exponentially. Even though those shapes do get kind of like more health, it's not like really that noticeable that the it's only like maybe 1 or 2 extra hits. And right there, 152, already new record. So yeah, so that's the way to go. So let's get this maxed out, and then once we get that maxed out, we can see exactly how far we can push it. And then what I'll do is I'll probably try and get a few more levels in this, maybe more in the radius as well, so we can cover more area. And then yeah, definitely think the expanding kind of the attraction as well, just so we don't miss out on picking up any shards, as well as fists. So I'm going to focus on these 4 here, as well as just maxing out the time being the first one. And that just means more coins, more time, more popping, and let's see how far we can get to. Okay guys, so after a little bit of kind of running through a few rounds, we have managed to get the attraction and the fist maxed out, as well as kind of the 2 time slots. We're kind of getting there with the bonus kind of shards, but we also just unlocked the tri-seconds, which adds another 3 seconds to the total time. While I was kind of leveling up though, we do have this new one here, Penta. Okay, so Penta building. If you meet all 3 criteria, you will unlock the option to fix a penta piece. Doing so will reset your progress. Global stats will remain unaffected, but your shard multiplier will increase by 10%, and you will start the game with a new game modifier. Okay, so this is like actually the kind of prestige. So we do need to kind of get these 3 criteria. So we're already up to level 8. We need to get up to level 10. We do need 100,000 coins and then 175 upgrades. So instead of kind of like working on like kind of like getting these ones maxed out, we can just start looking at getting the kind of the cheapest upgrades, which has been kind of shapes. Kind of like one thing that I did is you'll see on the next run, gilding here increases the value of shards dropped by square and triangle shapes by 1, and then there's each one for, you know, the pentagons and hexagons, as well as the circle, stars, and sparkles. So this is actually really increased what our kind of income is right now. So kind of like working on these, kind of working through, I think what we need to do now is just kind of really just kind of focus on this upgrade. I think we can get the money relatively quick. I think the last run I did was about 20,000. So that's only a few runs. The main one is going to be the level. We need to kind of pop enough shapes in order to kind of get up to level 10. So in order to do that, we're going to need a little bit more time. So I'll just put maybe 2 levels on there. That's an extra 6 seconds plus an additional 10% on that one. So you can see here, we're popping shapes pretty quickly at this level, so we can kind of fly through. We're a few seconds in, we're already 50. I think the last run we did about 300 pretty comfortably. So with an extra 6 seconds, that should be, I'm hoping kind of more so on the 400 mark. And if they get to the 400 mark, hopefully we can get up to, level 9 on the on that little side that's left-hand side there. We're about 15 seconds yet. We're about 260, 270. Maybe not quite into the 400 mark unless we catch some kind of lucky ghost shapes. But we can get pretty close, I think. See what this one can do. Yeah. Just make sure we get as many shards as possible. And yeah, we hit the 403. So that's a new record for us with those extra seconds. We did get 11,000 shards collected, but with our current level multiplier, we are getting 20,000 there. So pretty solid run. Let's look, what should we do? Maybe, I think that's getting pretty expensive. We do want to kind of work on getting this kind of Pentas 124. See, that was 21,000, so we have to save up 100,000 coins. So spending it is just kind of reset that. I think maybe, let's have a look. So that's 1,500. That's 50. So yeah, so let's get all of these 1,500s. Then have we got any more cheaper? It looks like 2,000's the next. So let's get all of them. Another 2,000. That's 2,500. Okay, so yeah, looks like 2,500 is the next cheaps. So there we go. What else? 2,500 there, 2,500. So we spent all of our coins, but it went up 10 levels there, so that was pretty cool. I think let's have a look just to make sure. That's 3,000. That's 2,000. We haven't unlocked lightning net yet. I do see the TNT kind of like popping quite a lot. And then there's also like, it looks like there's a further kind of tree down here and also across. So maybe we kind of look to get these leveled up. So let's see what those kind of levels have kind of helped us. You can see the little shard shapes are different. Some of them are squares, some of them are, I think they were pentagons. The squares and triangles are breaking. So yeah, so it's just basically the more squares on the shards, the more the value is. And that's with that gilded kind of perk there, which, has been quite a lot of difference in terms of what we were getting. It does like kind of exponentially kind of grow how much income we're getting. So let's see if we can kind of push it a little further. Right now we're at 7,000, so it looks like these explosions has helped. So, got a lucky there with a little kind of ghost shape. We're already at kind of almost 10,000 shards there, so I think we kind of like that's pretty much where we were at last time. So even though we did get less shapes destroyed, we actually do have another 20,000 there, so that's pretty cool. So let's get these. I think 3,000's fine. He said we were going to get that just to see what that does. That looks like the end of there, so 2,500. Let's get another sack. Let's go into the next run. Oh yeah, so the lightning does kill quite a lot. I like this, the circle just kind of kills such a large radius. And I don't know, it looks like we are kind of zooming out from when we started. The shape seemed a lot bigger when we first started. Maybe that's to do with the kind of, the more shapes on the screen, it's kind of like expanded out, so we have more of an area. I think I'm sure when we were zoomed in, they were like twice the size of what they are now. Already 10,000. Adding those extra shapes has kind of helped. Let's see if we can really push it. We're in the 400. Can we get 450 before the time works out? Oh, I think, yep, 455. So yeah, new record, 25,000. It does look like the progress bar is starting to get there. I wonder if it's around the 500 mark, maybe a little bit less. 15,000. That's a lot. and we want to get those upgrades, but you know, the extra time, the level is going to be the kind of bottleneck here on these. Money's easy, that's 4 runs. Upgrades, I mean, given how expensive they are, or relatively inexpensive, I should say, like kind of that's not too bad. But let's just put 1 level into that. Just really kind of increase what we can get, because the level is going to be like I say, the bottleneck. So I think time now is going to kind of help us along, and then obviously I think as well with the projectiles, that's going to help us pop a few more as well. If we can reduce the spawn time, there's a couple of kind of circle shapes that, like when we have the ghost ones, it's cleared the entire area, so you can really see how fast they're spawning in when something like that happens. So let's kind of work through here, see if we can kind of beat our last score, which, you know, we should do with an extra 3 seconds. You know, we're already at 11,000 and we've got like 10 seconds left. So I think we're definitely going to kind of beat our kind of shards. It's just going to be a case of, can we beat the kind of number of kind of shapes we pop? So 472, we are getting, that's creeping up a little bit. Yeah, it could be the 500 mark. I mean, we did get a new record there. That's always good. So, oof, this is getting real pricey. Oh, what's this? Omega. Creates an omega shape that drops a large number of shards when destroyed. Let's give that a try. And then, oh, we don't have enough for that, but let's, right, so 3,500, 3K, another 3K. How are we looking on shapes? They're up to 4. There's another 3. That's maxed out. There's another 3. Looks like 3,500 is our next one there. This as well. And where are we now? We're up to 153, so we're pretty good. We're getting there. So let's just do maybe another couple of runs. Let's see what this Omega looks like. God, it is taking quite a lot, but ooh, that was quite a few shapes there. So pretty solid on that one. I mean, it looks, is it just going to do it the one time? Seems that, yep, it just looks like the one time. We seem to be getting a lot of ghost shapes this time. Not complaining at all. So let's finish this run. And then what I think I'll do is I'll do another kind of little grind and just see if we can kind of get close. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I mean, we are getting very close to, I mean, look at that, 492 this time. We're getting ever closer to that kind of next level up, but it is getting pretty difficult to, well, not difficult, but we're running out of time basically. So I think, and I'm not sure if, is 6 seconds going to be enough to get us leveled up enough? I'm not sure. I mean, we can definitely get, I mean, maybe it's the kind of the bursts that are going to kind of help that. That just seems to be quite a lot of time on one thing, and I don't think it's quite leveled enough to get it up to where we need to. We can max out the radius eventually. So yeah, so let's do that. Just kind of used all of our kind of gold up, but let's see what we can do with this additional. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's filling up a fair bit of the screen now. Already at like a few seconds in, we're already at 100. I think we just need to catch lucky with the projectiles, in all honesty. And I think, like, let's see, we're 5,000 now, 6,000. What happens when we pop it? 6,500, just keeping an eye out just to see. So we're about 6,500. It's about 2,000. It's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, even at level 1, 2,000, it kind of pays for itself, doesn't it? Because it's, you know, what, 6? Ooh, that first one I've had the star. Yeah, the Omega, I think that needs to be leveled up. I think it will pay for itself. I think we do kind of look to still get those kind of cheaper upgrades until we hit that 175. Oh, we hit 500. Okay, so we did. So we hit 517 there. I think the ghost shapes did help us quite a lot. That's a new record for us on pretty much everything. So let's get more time. 3,500 is looking like the next. Yep. Yeah, it looks like 3,500. Maybe let's get gilded. Gilded is a good one. That's just kind of more shards per kind of pop. So let's try this now. Can we kind of break the record again? Level 9 is, you know, pretty slow. I mean, we're at what, 120 shit. It could be around 650 before we get the level 10. So let's kind of work on this a little bit. Let's see how far we can get to. And I think like maybe about 4 or 5 more runs we'll come back, see if we can get kind of even close. Because look, 15 seconds left and we're just not. Well, I mean, we are kind of speeding up a little bit. We are catching lucky with some of these kind of breaks. But yeah, I mean, 5 seconds, yeah, we're not close yet. I mean, we're hitting 500 again, which is cool. But yeah, look at how much we've got. Two more bars to get up on that level. So while we kind of broke all these records, yeah, it looks like we got a little bit more work to do. So I'm going to kind of grind this out just a little bit more, and then we'll come back and see what happens when we get all of the kind of the requirements to hit that penta shape, and see if we can prestige. Okay, guys, and after about maybe 4 or 5 runs, we did manage to get up to level 10. It was the run before this one where we got 730 something shapes destroyed, and we made about 60,000 in that last run. So given that we kind of maxed out the levels that we needed on the different things, on the upgrades, we did manage to get everything that we needed. Okay, so let's fix a penta piece. Or let's go, do we just do that? Are you sure? Yep. Okay, so what happens here? All right, so we have 1 penta piece. Okay, so it looks like 1 of 5. Shard multiplier increased by 10%. New game modifier, attack of the fists. Okay, so yeah, thanks for playing Max Manos demo. Enjoyed it? Add the full game to your wish list now. Okay, so guys, so this is the demo. So on the full release, which I think you can download now, it looks like after that prestige, there's another 4 to go. So we can actually kind of go into there and kind of complete it that way. But guys, appreciate your time. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one.